This presentation is going to cover double interpolation. So as we saw in class, this is a typical heat pump operating table where we have outdoor temperature, ambient temperature, and we can look up either the total capacity or the total power. So we're going to concentrate on the question, what is the heat pump capacity if T ambient, or ambient temperature, equals 68, and T out, or outdoor temperature, equals 40? So I sort of highlighted the area of interest. We can see 68 is in between 60 and 70, so it's somewhere around here. And 40 is in between 37 and 42. So these four numbers are the area of interest. So what we're going to do for double interpolation is we're going to make a little chart to help us out with this. And we're going to use these four numbers. So let's look at the chart we make. So I filled in the same four numbers. So here we have 60, 68, and 70. So those are the top numbers, except 68 is the one we're looking for. So that's why I filled that in between. On the left-hand side, I have 37, 40, and 42. So you can see 37, then 40 is the number in between, then 42. And then I filled in the 27.2, the 26.7. So those are the ones we know. Then I filled out the 30.4 and the 29.8. So this is the table we're going to work from for double interpolation here. So with single interpolation, it was a little easier because the x, or the thing we were looking for, was surrounded by two values that we knew. Here, the x isn't surrounded by two values that we know. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill in the two values we need, and we're going to fill in this value and this value. So you could have filled in the value here to the left of x and to the right of x. You'll get the same answer, but we're going to do it this way. Now, that's steps 1 and 2. In step 3, then we're going to get x. So just remember the interpolation formula. I'm going to put it at the bottom left of the rest of the slides here. The interpolation formula will provide us to do steps 1, 2, and 3. So single interpolation, you use the formula once. Double interpolation, you use it 3 times. So let's look at step 1. So step 1, we know that y2 is, y1 is 27.2, y2 is 26.7, and the xt is 68, and x1 is 60, and x2 is 70. So we fill in the values there and we get 26.8. Do the same thing for part 2. And what's nice about part 2 is the x values are the same. We just have to change the y values. So you can see how it's done here. Then the next thing is part 3. Now we use parts 1 and 2 as our y values, and then 42, 40, and 37 as our x's, as you can see in the formula below. So we end up with a capacity of 28.048. So that's how you do double interpolation. So, and we can sort of see from a gut check that, that it's in between those numbers. So that's a good gut check to see that it's in between those numbers, and we can see that gut check.